Hi guys. Time for eyebrows. This is my least favorite thing to do, and probably one of the most important things you could possibly do to your face is your eyebrows. I'm a product of the 90s. I'm very proud of that. Didn't used to be when I was in it. I was like, oh God, this is just, you know, because when you're in it, you don't know. And then looking back now, I'm like, wow, that was a really cool time. Too bad when you're in it, you don't see it that way, right? You're like, oh God, adolescence and bullshit and college and high school and on and on and on. But then you look back and you're like, oh, that was awesome. Okay. So guess what? Plucked them. That's what you do. That's what you did. Nobody had these beautiful, luscious lashes. I have none left. Well, I have a little outline left. And this one is actually a little bit lower than this one. Don't worry. That's why I don't care. When I'm going through my life and oh my God, my eyebrows aren't even. When I'm not wearing makeup, I guess it sucks. When I do the videos, it kind of bothers me. I'm like, oh, they're not the same level. But when I do my makeup, it's like, psh, you can fix it. You can fix anything with makeup, pretty much. Except stupid. You can't fix stupid with makeup. So this is the best one I've found so far. It's called the Real Her Definer Brow Pencil. I think I got it in one of those kits that you buy, subscribe to monthly. And now I'm a fan for life. And it was a dad who wanted to have a good, safe product company for his daughter and their generation. So I thought that was really sweet. I'm just going to kind of draw some little lines on my skin. And that kind of warms it a little. Light, light, light strokes. This is the bottom of my brow. Then I'm going to go up. And I'm just going to start filling in. This is so great because it's not too waxy. Some products are too waxy. Some products are too drying. This one is great. And it looks like real hair. So then I'm just going to do a few strokes up like this. It looks severe. It won't when I get done. Then I'm going to just bring this to meet the tail. Lightest should be at the top, darker as you go. This is where you can really make it pronounced. You can make it rounded, more pointy. You can do whatever you want. The makeup's not in charge, you are. It's got a spoolie on it, like a mascara spoolie. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to do it like this and I'm going to push it up. So that way it blends out and softens that part. I do not use a black color, even though my hair is technically black. I use a darker brown because I think it looks more natural. It's not as severe. You're not going to look at my overall look tonight and be like, oh, that looks natural. But I don't want it, I don't want to age myself either. And if you go too dark, you'll create age on your brows. So they're beautiful, they're fluffy, they look so soft, right? Because I want it to look pretty and soft and feminine. I don't want to have like these big, huge, like caterpillar things sticking up on my eyeballs. Same thing on this side. Since this is higher, I usually kind of start on the top part because it's higher. I just do like an outline. What's great about videotaping this is that I actually can see better the proportions of my eyebrows. Then I'm going to bring down the tip on the bottom. Making that arch, I'm just drawing that on. I'm drawing the arch on. See how it kind of goes down right here? I don't want that to go down. I don't want it to look like I'm confused. Like, what? I'm gonna go back. I can see where it needs a little help. Yeah, so since I'm a 90s baby, there's none left. God bless the girls that didn't fall into that trap. Because they have eyebrows now and we don't. So that's why when people are like, oh, you just do this with your eyebrows and eyebrow balm and an eyebrow this and an eyebrow shaper, and I'm like, oh, there ain't nothing there, honey. That ship has sailed. So now I can see, especially with this video on, right? I can see that I need to do a little bit of blending. Too sparse, fill it back in. Just fill it back in and then start blending it up. But they're not too big. They're not too light. I don't think they're too dark. For me, this is what I'm comfortable with. You can go as dark or light as you want. You do you. This is all interchangeable to what makes you feel good. You always want to make sure that it matches wherever that line is to that line. So the Real Her, they knocked it out of the park when they made this one. Isn't it amazing what makeup can do? It's just a gift. It's a gift from God. God bless the Egyptians and God bless God for doing that. For giving us this amazing transformation. Ability to transform, I should say. Hello, baby. Remember, this is the first time I ever used Charlotte Tilbury, when I went out on a limb on the foundation and they spot on matched me, and then I did the powder. So I also got their lipstick just to try it. The lipstick, Pillow Talk, okay. But the liner, oh, life-changing. So, if a lip liner could change your life, this would be it. My lips were dry, so I just put some Burt's Bee coconut on there. Now, Burt's Bee coconut and pear is excellent. It was a little too much moisturizer on there. So sometimes when you have too much moisture, your products won't stick. So I'm going to go a little bit above my lip. That was a little bit above my lip, okay? Just a little. I know it looks crazy right now, lady with the purple eyes. It won't look like that in a minute when I turn the lights off. Now I'm gonna do my bottom. Gonna go a little bit down. I have pretty full lips already. I'm gonna make them a little more full. You wanna be right where they meet, where your chin skin and this right here meets. That's where you wanna be. It will give you a fuller, poutier smile. I know that the new thing is disturbing the Cupid's bow and going almost straight across the Cupid's bow. I cannot get on board with this. Okay, to me it's like sacrilege. I can't do it. No, I do not have any filler in my lips. 135 Ballerina Shoes, and this is by Loreal. And I love this color because it's the perfect pink. It's not too purple, it's not too blue. It is great. Actually, I have another color that I wanted to do before that. So this is Too Faced Special Edition. Belinda Carlisle did a lipstick and it looked really pretty online. It's a beautiful, beautiful nude color. So just gonna kind of gently, lightly pop that nude on. So I'm gonna take the lipstick that's, this is my one I keep upstairs. I'm gonna take my little brush. It's an Urban Decay brush that actually goes with their eyeshadow, but it works great on this end for lipstick. Now you don't want to see a line on your lip liner. You want it to look natural while still being full glam. Then I've got the Too Faced Sunset Crush. It's a lip gloss. I'm gonna dab that, kind of push it on, you know, push my lips together, which gets it on top. It will give you an even fuller, sexier pout. Okay. Now, like I said, it looks a little harsh because I got the lights on me, but I'm gonna dim the lights when I'm completely done so you can see what it really looks like. Lashes used to be something that you only did at Halloween when I was growing up, and as part of a costume. It was not part of everyday life. I wish it had been. I wish it had been mainstream. I feel like the whole generation missed out on these amazing lashes that make you look so pretty, and they're so fluffy and full, and they're absolutely gorgeous. And they're gonna transform my entire face. You're not gonna believe this when I get these on. You're gonna think that this is a different person. Time for the last hurrah. And boy, is it freaking fabulous. It's my favorite part of the face. And it's my second least favorite thing to do. Remember how the other one I loved, the other thing I hated was my eyebrows. This is the Esmeralda by Dollface. Holly Boone, one of the influencers that I watched, said that doll lashes were the best, and she was right. They are incredible. These are super duper fluffy. You can get very modest ones all the way up to this. I think this is the fluffiest one. Girl, there's no words. This is Duo. You can get this anywhere, any cosmetic counter in the world. Glue lash. I take my lashes when I first get them and I trim them. And you're like, what the heck? So when you put your lash on, you actually are going to look and see if it's too long on the end. And you're going to trim a little on the end, right? And then I bend them. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to curl my lashes. I know it looks scary, seems scary. If you've never done it before, you'll get used to it. It does not hurt. This is the Revlon Lash Curler. Okay, so of course it opens it up. Then I'm going to take the two best mascaras I've ever seen in my life. This one was given to me by my aunt as well. It's called Lights, Camera, Lashes by Tarte. Girl, there's no words. Lengthens, volumizes, pumps up, reaches the stars. I don't use a lot because I'm doing big, huge lashes. I only do this part, the curling and the mascara, because I want them to look seamless when they go on. So they kind of have a base. That is, I barely touched it. My lashes are pretty much gone with age. You don't want to look crazy walking around with lashes and then lashes. That's ridiculous, right? So I barely put anything on there. Look at that. I mean, it's crazy. Then I got this little sample with the Charlotte Tilbury stuff I bought. Right, Pillow Talk push-up lashes. I'm just going to put a little bit on there because I can. This one I used yesterday without any makeup on, just put some on my lashes, and I'm telling you what, this was incredible. You talk about lengthening. So volume and length, and then some more length. So you kind of want to let these dry a little. I'm going to let that mascara dry. Then you're going to take your glue. I used to put it on my actual box of my glue went in, and I would drag my lash through that. You can do that. You can do whatever you want. I put a little bit on, okay, see? And then I just take it with, like, there's some excess right there. It's like way too much. So I just take it off, and then I take my applicator tip, and I just kind of rub it on the rest of the lashes. Then you're going to take your lash, and I don't use any eyeliner right now because it's so dense. Okay, it's a lot. When I put this on, you're not gonna believe it. And I'm gonna put it as close to the lash line as possible. This takes practice. This does not happen overnight. I'm talking a lot of practice. So if you're putting on lashes for the first time and you're like, oh my God, this is impossible, it's not impossible, but it is a process. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pinch them together. I'm just going to kind of pinch them together, pinch them together, pinch them together. Not a bad idea to let that glue dry a little bit too before you put them on. Now, because the tackier it is, the better it'll stick. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start pressing and holding. 10, 15 seconds. I'm going to make sure. Okay. Look at that. I mean, that is like, let me get the light behind me. Look at that, y'all. You talk about a difference, right? This side compared to this side. I mean, it's just like, wow. Makeup on too.
I love your makeup.
Oh, thank you. I love yours too.
Thank you.
That's my little baby doll. So one of my little baby dolls. Same thing with this one. I'm gonna let it kind of bead out like a little ball right there. And then I'm gonna just move it down the lash. Right on the edge. I'm just pressing it towards my skin. Okay? Do not worry, you will not glue your eyes together. God forbid that ever happen, you just put some warm water on it, comes right off, okay? It's non-toxic glue. It's not gonna hurt you. Or else your skin would burn off when you used it. So now that it's where I want it, now I can start pressing. It's funny how we open our mouths when we do stuff, okay? I guess I didn't talk about what I didn't do. What I don't do, and I didn't do, is I don't put mascara on the bottom of my lashes because I feel like it makes them look darker. And you're going to have some residue anyway when you wear mascara that kind of gets on there. So I don't do it. I think it looks more doll-like when you just have like, looks cleaner to me. So that's why I don't do it. So then I take my Big Sky. I think it's called Big Sky. I don't know. Let me see. What's it called? No, never mind. That was the wrong one. I take my telescopic mascara, L'Oreal telescopic. And I just put that underneath for a little bit and I just sweep it up because I want to make sure there is no spacing between the two. Because in my opinion, if you can see spacing, it's like, don't even bother. Just go home. Okay? Don't do it. So, that's the lashes. I know also that the new thing is doing setting spray. I watched a really famous makeup artist, and he said when you do setting sprays, he said you're just adding oils under your skin and you're taking the product off and you're just softening the product. He said that's why everyone looks so good after they're done putting setting spray on. He said because all that crap they put on, they're taken off. That is the full lashes. That is pretty much it. I'm going to take my clips out now and I'm going to flip this around because I want you to see what it really looks like. So that is the finished product. So that's it, guys. It takes time. It takes much longer when you're explaining it, by the way. It takes me a fraction of this time when I'm just, blowing and going through it. But these lashes, girl, oh, they make everything. They're everything. Phenomenal. And they just add a whole nother layer to your glam night. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions listed, just ask me down below. Don't forget to subscribe and push the like button because that's a big thing. And to press the bell so you can be notified whenever I have a new tutorial. Okay, guys, I'll just be back at the end, I guess, to show you what I look like. Okay, bye. Love you.